3D printing is a rather recent technology that hasn't quite hit the mainstream yet. People don't realize all the different uses and the potential it holds. 3D printing could become your full-time job, or even the way you become the next big inventor. And no, I'm not even exaggerating for the sake of content. Let's start with
3D printing, in my own words, what it is creating something that wasn't there before.
3D printing to me is, just the ability to create something out of nothing, right?
If you can imagine it and figure out how to model it in a 3D modeling tool, like you can slice that model and send it to your printer and it'll actually render it out layer by layer. So you can produce that part physically, like a mechanically specific geometry part.
I do like creating action figures because you could buy the official one that's like $300, $500, $600, or you can make one that's very similar to that and definitely not $500.
Draw something in a 3D space, a piece of 3D artwork, like a sculpture, like a virtual sculpture, and then print out my virtual sculpture to become a real sculpture.
Parts that are irreplaceable or don't exist anymore or unavailable are actually reproducible. If you can get the geometry right, you can make any part that you need. Give yourself 6 months in YouTube University. Like seriously, look up, start with CNC Kitchen or Maker's Muse. Look at some of these YouTube channels that talk about 3D printing. Start with that. And also start with the end goal in mind. Like, what is it you want to do?
I went online. I was like, how do I 3D print something? And I found a website called Thingiverse, found Colts 3D, and I was like, oh, I could buy these models where I could print these, and wait, that worked. There were no problems, no issues. Okay, what else can I print? And it went downhill from there.
You can find a 3D printer for like $150, and just start printing. It's cheaper than a regular printer now. And just start printing. It might be a small printer and you might only print little tiny figurines or, like little bracelets, but just start. You can't go wrong.
If you want something a little more in depth on how to get started, then let us know by clicking like on this video. And also, if you're having IT issues or tech related questions, then head on over to hrct.net and book a consultation today.